Hi Gemini, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Gemini for this upcoming week in July. Today is Wednesday, July 8th, 2020. So this is a general reading, and that means it can apply to just about anything in your life, Gemini, relationships or otherwise. Be flexible with the energy. You can mix and match the roles within the reading. That means you may be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. You may feel like I'm reading for you. You might feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. My intention is to reach those that need this message and will benefit from it. So I hope that's you today, Gemini. Parts of this reading may resonate and other parts may not, so take what does and leave behind what doesn't. I hope that you find this reading helpful and beneficial to you. And if anything else, I hope you enjoy it. So we're going to get started here pretty soon after a couple more shuffles and a cut. If you want more specific information, check out the description box below. Okay, Gemini. Let's see what we've got for you in this upcoming week in July. Here we go. We're going to start off with the King of Pentacles in reverse, paired with the Three of Cups in reverse. King of Swords in reverse, Ace of Wands, Two of Pentacles in reverse, Justice, Five of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, Gemini. So this could involve a group of people, friends, family, social circle, colleagues or co-workers. I feel like this King of Pentacles is responsible for something gone bad within this group dynamic. I feel like he dropped the ball, or he missed the boat, or he missed a deadline, or he made a mistake of some sort. But I think he's being given another chance to make up for it, to try again. Let's get some more cards on the table, Gemini, and see what else we get. We have the Two of Cups. And then we have Judgment. Six of Pentacles. Ten of Swords in reverse. The Fool. Ace of Wands again. Six of Cups in reverse. And the Tower in reverse. Okay, so I feel like this King of Pentacles is responsible for something that caused some kind of disruption, disharmony, some upheaval within a group dynamic. He's responsible for it. I think it has to do with some kind of relationship or connection, maybe a decision that was made regarding a connection within this group. I think he made a mistake, but he's being given another chance. I feel like he's been given more than one chance in the past. I think that this is something he's tried on a repeated basis. So it doesn't necessarily feel like it's something malicious that he's done. It feels more like he was making some kind of decision. It ended up being the wrong decision, and so he's trying again. It's a trial and error thing. And it feels like I don't know if he has an endless amount of tries to get this right, but that's almost like what it feels like to me, that he's going to have a new opportunity to give this a shot again. No matter how many times he fails, he's always going to have a chance to get this right. Which feels a little bit weird to me, feels a little bit odd. I mean, I guess there's opportunities in life where you can keep trying and keep trying and keep trying until you get it right. But this feels like it has to do with a relationship or connection within a group of people, some kind of decision. And it feels like a significant decision. It feels like, obviously it's affecting other people, whatever this is, for this King of Pentacles. But again, even though he's in reverse, he's in shadow energy, I feel like that's more about feeling insecure or uncertain or feeling like he doesn't have what it takes, or something's missing. Maybe he just needs more practice. I mean, I don't know what this involves, but it does have to do with a relationship of some sort. It's a significant relationship. I do feel, though, that it feels like there's some resentment within this group dynamic. Could be with a specific person, or it could be more than one person, but I feel like there's someone or more than one person hanging on to some resentment toward this King of Pentacles because of the mistakes he's made. Even though, again, I don't feel like they were malicious mistakes or something that he did on purpose, or like he's trying to mess with somebody. Do you know what I mean? Gemini, it was an accident or a mistake. It was an honest accident or mistake, but he's being held accountable, responsible, and then there is also some resentment. Or if it's not resentment, it's like disappointment or feeling let down. I don't think it's nothing that this king can't recover from, but he might be feeling insecure because he knows how he's affecting those around him. But I get the sense that he's being given the opportunity to try again. It's almost like, okay, start over, try something new, see if you get it right this time. That sort of thing. So Gemini, this King of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like it's this King of Swords also. I feel like he's disappointed in himself. I think he's probably his harshest critic when it comes to whatever it is that he's doing. I think he's, again, maybe feeling a little bit of guilt because how he's affected people around him with regard to this mistake or accident or just not getting something right. I feel like he's his harshest critic. He's I don't know if regret is the right word. I'm sure, you know, when you make a mistake or you have an accident, you regret the result of, you know, what occurs because of that mistake or accident. But you can't get too down on yourself, right, because it was a mistake. Let's get some more cards, Gemini. Anyway, I was saying, if you're a female, you can be represented by this King of Pentacles. Just bear in mind it's the energy of the card, not the gender that you need to be concerned about. And then, of course, if you're resonating with this reading, but you don't feel like you're this King of Pentacles, you could be an external party, or you might end up being represented by another character that shows up in the cards. So we have the Six of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Six of Pentacles again, but in reverse this time. The Fool again. Seven of Wands in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse. The Emperor. Temperance in reverse. Two of Pentacles again. Is it again? Yeah, but it's in the upright. So whatever this is that this king is doing, it does have to do with a connection or relationship or multiple connections and relationships. The mistakes or failures or whatever's going wrong for this king is definitely affecting other people. The decisions or actions that he's taking are affecting other people, but it's almost like it can't be helped. And I think he's aware of that. But for some reason, he's got this pass. He's got this pass. Keep trying until you get it right. Pass. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? But he won't succeed unless he gets it 100% on the money right. It's almost like this could be something that he's practicing or trying to get good at. And until he gets it, until he nails it 100%, then it's not going to be a complete success. So he has to keep trying. And again, it's not that he's doing anything that he's willfully trying to hurt people. He wants to be successful at whatever this is. But the only way that he can be successful is to keep trying when he fails. And he's continuing to fail. I think he's failed more than... And I hate to use the word fail because that's pretty harsh. He didn't achieve his goal. He didn't have success. Whatever the case may be, he has dropped the ball on more than one occasion, and I feel like he's tried again on repeated occasions. And he can't quit. I don't know why. He can't give this up. He can't stop trying. He knows he has to keep trying until he nails it. So I don't know what this is for you, Gemini, and I do feel like you're this King of Pentacles energy. It's the strongest energy on the table, but again, you could feel like you're cross-watching for somebody if you're not resonating as this King of Pentacles. But Gemini, whatever this is for you, you have a pass to keep trying until you get it right. I keep thinking of, I mean, this is just an example. This obviously isn't necessarily the case, but I keep thinking of like an Olympic athlete, for example, who is practicing at their sport so that they can compete in the Olympics for, a gold medal. And the only way you're going to get that gold medal, right, is if you nail your routine, or you're the fastest in your race, or you hit your mark, or whatever that looks like for you as an Olympic athlete. So while Olympic athletes are getting ready for the Olympics, they also compete in other different types of competitions, whatever that regional, state, national competitions, those kind of things, to prepare, for the big one, for the Olympics. So that's just an example, but that is one of those situations where you just keep practicing and you keep trying and you keep performing and you do it again and you get a little bit better each time. They're personal bests, right? And while, the people that surround you, if you're in that situation, might be disappointed that, oh, you didn't place that time. You didn't get first, second, or third place. This time around, they might be disappointed for you or feel bad for you, and that kind of thing. But it's not like it's something, you didn't disappoint them on purpose. They're just disappointed for you. That kind of energy. Let's get some more cards out here, Gemini, and see what else we get. So we have the Hermit, Three of Wands, Five of Swords in reverse, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, there's the Ace of Wands for the third time, clarifying the Ace of Wands. 3 times out here. Your fresh start opportunities, Gemini, are multiplying. I mean, it feels like, again, it feels like I get the sense that you've just got these endless opportunities to get it right. You're just going to keep going, keep going, keep going until you nail this. Six of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have Death in reverse. So we have a Queen of Wands on the table, Gemini. I feel like this person is supporting you. I feel like this Queen of Wands is one of those people that, you know, if you're an athlete, if you're an Olympic athlete and you're training for, you know, I don't know, whatever, the Winter Olympics, and you have to go practice your downhill skiing, right? This is the person that gets up with you at 4 o'clock in the morning, packs up the car, makes a lunch for you, some snacks, make sure you don't forget your hat, your gloves, and, you know, they hop in the car and they go sit in the lobby while you're training, and then they're the person that takes you home and pats you on the back or wraps your knee if you hurt yourself or whatever. But this person feels like they're always ready to jump in that car and go with you to try again. Let's go do this again. We didn't succeed the first time. We didn't succeed the second time. Or it's just like, we got to go practice. Come on, let's go. This person is very supportive of you, but also very active in their support. Gemini, it feels like this person's at your side, rooting you on. And then there's people who might be a little disappointed, or might feel, for example, that the energy put forth into your needs or your new beginnings or your effort is taking away from others or another. Whatever it is that Gemini is doing is affecting somebody in a not so positive way, and I feel like it might be more about the level of effort being put forth toward Gemini is taking away maybe from somebody else's needs or wants. Wouldn't be needs, it's more about wants. So this could be somebody around you, for example, or multiple people that are resentful towards Gemini for getting all this attention because they can't get it right, so they got to try again, or you know, Gemini just needs more practice, got to stick by his side. This Queen of Wands is all about supporting you, but then it feels like there might be a resentful individual or multiple, and it feels like it's more about this imbalance of energy being put forth into whatever it is, Gemini, that you're working toward, moving toward, or trying. it's interesting because it has something to do with the relationship, and that's what I'm having a hard time with more than anything else, because the message is relatively clear, but then I'm sitting here looking at this and I'm trying to figure out what this Two of Cups is all about. So I'm trying to think of an example of what I'm seeing and how it would relate to a specific connection, because I feel like this is something positive. It could represent this Queen of Wands, that you're like in this together. Or your success equals their success too. There's something about this. It could be someone who's invested. Okay, so let's say, for example, this Queen of Wands is not just, you know, someone who's by your side making you yummy lunches and making sure you have your hat and gloves. But this could be somebody, for example, who has invested time, energy, maybe money, resources, that type of it. Maybe it's a coach, for example. So there's not just emotional support, but there's something else going on here. Your success equals this person's success. Maybe whatever you're working toward will result in some kind of monetary prize. And this person will end up benefiting from that when you succeed, because they've invested this much energy into you, and they're doing that not only to be supportive for you, but because they also know that it will be rewarding for them. But at the same time, it's taking away from others. So let's get this last round of cards. Gemini, see if we can't get anything else. 10 of Swords. That's odd. Why would the 10 of Swords come out? Eight of Swords in reverse. So this could be indicating that it might be necessary to bring an end to some of these connections or relationships that aren't serving you. People that are not supportive. People who don't see the purpose behind the effort that you're putting into whatever this is for you. That possibly could be what these cards are indicating, that it's time to put an end to some of these connections that are not, again, not serving you, not supportive. Maybe causing you to feel this King of Pentacles energy, which would be somebody who might be feeling a little insecure or unsure about themselves. Maybe you don't have that internal focus or the motivation or confidence because of these people that surround you, or person that surrounds you that is kind of downplaying your efforts or making you feel bad about your downfalls or lack of success, that kind of thing. Oh shit, I just shuffled again. Okay, that's okay, I've done this before. We're gonna get 2 more extra cards and get this last round out. So Hierophant and High Priestess. Six of Cups again. The Fool for the 3rd time in the upright. So you have the Fool 3 times and you have the Ace of Wands 3 times. And that's all about taking risks, new beginnings, starting over, trying something new, you know, launching some kind of new idea for a new business or a new opportunity, whatever the case may be. Family could be you're having a baby. Growing your family, something of that nature. Temperance in reverse again. Queen of Cups. Nine of Swords. And then the Page of Swords in reverse. Whatever it is that you're doing, Gemini, has a significant impact on those around you, both good and bad. I think that you're figuring out through this process of trial and error, trying to perfect something, trying to master something, doing something over and over and over until you get it right, putting in this level of effort toward whatever it is that you are trying to get off the ground, is also allowing you to see who has your best interest in mind and who you might need to leave behind or let go because they're actually detrimental to your effort. It's almost like every time you start again or every time you start over, you've shed some more of that dead weight. The true friends, the true family, the ones who support you are the ones that are sticking by your side every time you start again. One of them includes this Queen of Wands. I think this Queen of Cups is the same person. You might be questioning, Gemini, you might be questioning why this person is always at your side no matter what. Somehow it doesn't feel like if you put yourself in this person's shoes, you're saying to yourself, well, I wouldn't stick by my side through thick and thin, through all this trial and error, through all these failures, through all these hardships. I wouldn't, so why is this person? Well, this person has a lot of compassion and love for you, first of all. I think, Gemini, more than anything, you just need to trust that there are people like this in this world who are going to love you and care about you and support you no matter what. There are these kind of people in the world. And maybe it's hard for you to believe that even with your shortcomings, even with the, things you've had to start again or try again or do over or whatever that looks like for you, there are people who, will be disappointed because you're disappointed, but they're not going to leave your side. They're not going to give up on you. And it might be that at this point in time, you're figuring out who is going to be there for you and who's not. through this process. So it's not just about getting something right, mastering it, becoming a champion of your sport, or, you know, finally setting up that business that you've been wanting to set up, or whatever this looks like for you. It's not just about accomplishing that goal or getting it off the ground or getting it started or whatever that looks like. It also is about the connections that go along with not just your successes, but your failures. People that are going to be by your side no matter what. And I think that's what the cards are talking about more than anything, is that realization through this process. So we have the Five of Fire. I really like this card, and I haven't pulled it in a long time. Five of Fire is the Five of Wands, but and this card has some similar meanings. It's about competition and fighting and standing up for you know, what you want and what you stand for, and taking action. But as you know, these cards have significantly more detailed meaning, so I will read it out of the book, and then we're going to wrap this up. So Five of Fire in the upright, it's about 1.5 pages long, Gemini, and here we go. The Five of Fire symbolizes a time of chaos, conflict, or confrontation, either at hand or ahead. Someone now may be seeing themselves or others as a rival or competitor and may be willing to use ruthless or aggressive measures to come out on top. Rivalry between people in a battle for control and dominance can lead one person to place obstacles in the path of another in order to slow their progress or deter them completely. Why? Because they want to be the one with the power, influence, or potential wealth and will not allow a competitor to take what they believe to be theirs. This ugly situation is now often made worse by technology and social media. Rumors can be spread, lies told, and reputations destroyed, and all can be accomplished with almost complete anonymity. At its extreme, we can see bullying in the modern age as a gladiatorial sport for voyeurs. A victim is thrown to the wolves while an aggressor sits upon their throne, and spectators scream for blood, following their leader blindly and embracing a pack mentality. But these wolves do not hunt for survival. They hunt for sport and recreation, or simply because another asked them to. All too often, they hide their attacks behind a belief that it is their right to question and then judge and condemn the life choices of another. If aggression is motivated by rivalry, the aggressors may declare that their rival has copied or stolen their ideas that have often been expressed in one form or another countless times before, all over the world, by people who have never met and never will meet. Now, because technology has made the world smaller and social networks have created connection across the globe, complete strangers can be attacked simply because someone who knows someone who works in a similar way or has a similar business saw that similarity and brought it to the attention of someone who then allowed their own ego or fears to have them believing the worst. Whatever its motivation, lives have been ended because one or more have decided to target another with vicious cruelty. The Five of Fire therefore represents a choice to walk one of two paths, to embrace or even condone this behavior or to end it. If the choice is to embrace it, do so knowing that you will be met with the same aggression, because aggression only perpetuates more aggression. Instead, if you choose to believe that another is your rival and has stolen your work, then use the legal methods in place to protect your interests. If you are not willing to do so, then do the honorable thing, step away and move on. Do not embrace spiteful and malicious behavior, or it may be you who find yourself judged and condemned with reputation ruined. If your choice is to help end it, then be mindful of your actions. All too often, unkind behavior comes in the form of a joke or a laugh at the expense of another. A discussion about another's life choices, spirituality, sexuality, or appearance can appear to be can appear to be intolerant and condemning to someone who is watching or listening. You are entitled to your opinions, but be mindful of who can see or overhear what is written or said, and if you cannot be certain that another will not be hurt or upset by your words, then it is best to keep your opinions to yourself. Abide by the golden rule in this moment. Treat others how you yourself would ask and expect to be treated if you would not like to have your choices questioned and judged, or to be attacked for no good reason, other than you had a similar idea to another, then do not do the same to others. So I was reading that and thinking, okay, that this is associated with this energy. The people surrounding you that are not supportive of you and using perhaps mistakes or failures and holding those things against you rather than backing you up when, you know, they know it's an honest mistake or something that can be fixed or with practice can get better, that kind of thing. I get the feeling like Gemini, that really it's these kind of connections that are keeping you in this kind of energy, and as a result, keeping you from this kind of energy, which is ultimate success and mastery of whatever it is that you are working on, whatever it is you're trying to launch, whatever idea you're trying to get off the ground, whatever it is you're practicing or moving toward or trying to get better at, whatever this is, you're being held back by these connections, and I think that this card is emphasizing that more than anything else. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave that here. I hope that this reading was helpful. I hope that you got something out of it, and I hope that it resonated more than anything else. If it did, please like, share, subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, that's always great too. Thank you so much for watching, Gemini, and I'll see you next time. Bye.